welcome. Welcome to Sunday Night Charts. We're going to jump into Bitcoin this evening. We're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to look at Ethereum. We'll look at ADA. We'll look at XRP. We'll take a look at the DXY as well as gold and silver. And just look at the overall market, guys, and see what the overall market's doing. We'll look at the S&P 500 as well, and just kind of get a general sense for where the overall market's doing. I'll show you the wave count that I'm watching in Bitcoin and what that implies. I did make a title that says the Bitcoin pump and dump could be incoming. So I'll show you what I'm seeing to say that, or at least to have such a title. Don't put a lot of stock in the titles, guys. We just need to, it's just a basic summary of what I'm looking at here. A possible pump this evening, and then maybe a dump to follow, which is the way Bitcoin likes to top out of waves. It'll pump up, make a quick move to the upside, and then down we go. So with that said, welcome. Good to see you guys. Adam and Lucas, good to see all of you first to show up. What's up, Ken Michael and Big John? Ernest of Gaia. Welcome, my young sir. How are you? Simon, good to see you. Crypto Fever J, what's up, man? I'm glad you're here, buddy. Red Boy. 3 minutes late. Yeah, it's my party. I can be late if I want to. What's up, Sick Puppy? How's it going, buddy? Good to talk to you again. Saw you last week. Thanks for the kind words. Keith, what's up, man? I'll show the Ultra Moon Boy counts. Don't worry. I'll show them. Okay? And what's up, what's up, Merle? How's it going? All right, guys. There's just a small number of you here. Well, I'm sure it'll pick up here once we get going. Hey, Max. What's up, buddy? Good to see you here, and good to see you in the Discord as well. Here's Ryan in Virginia. Awesome to see you guys. All right, I'm going to get into the Bitcoin chart. What's up, Riggs? Good to see you. We had a bad day, didn't we, today? My boy Heineke wasn't looking all that great today. He had a rough day. I think he was trying to do too much. What does NS stand for? NS. Why is that not? Why is that not? Why is that not? That's not Nebraska? No, that's NE. What's NS? I don't know. Hey, Chris. 3 a.m. in Spain. I'm so sorry, Rock. RGC, sorry, man. Oh, you got better things to do than watch my show. South Korea. Hey. How do I say hello in South Korea? In Korean. How do I say hello? You're going to have to write it in English. Nova Scotia. Thank you. New Zealand? New Zealand. All right, who's going to guess what NS stands for? Heather from Nova Scotia. All right, there she is. Nice. Oh, Canada. Okay. And young. Did I say that right? I hope I did. All right. Well, it's good to see y'all. I wanted to say hi, take a minute. But, guys, you mind if I ignore y'all for a little while I get all the information out to you? 3 a.m. in Norway. Do you know where your charts are? What's up? What's up? Kimo-sabe. Yeah, Rivers, man. Rivers made that for me. Chemo. So that was awesome. And young Chris. I hope I said it right. And young. All right. How do you say hello in Nova Scotia? All right. All right, guys. I'm having a good time. All right, so there's the layout tonight, guys. I'm going to ignore you for a little while. I'm going to get the TA out as fast as I can pump it out. And you guys have a great night. Glad you're here. Let's see what the market's doing. All right, first off, I need to talk about the way five waves move in crypto. Okay, well, in any market. Okay, let me just take a minute and show you that. Then I'll show you the wave, show you what I'm looking at, and tell you what I'm thinking. I'll give you the possibilities. We'll get bullish and bearish scenarios. I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I am thinking a pump. We got another high to make, most likely, and then a dump. Okay, that's what I'm currently thinking right now. So let me show you the way five waves move. What happens here in a five wave? You get a 1 and a 2. Third wave is pretty big and long and elongated. You get a fourth wave, it flags out a bit, and then you get a spike to the high, and then it dumps. Okay, that pump and that dump is what I'm referring to. Okay, it's the fifth wave. It's the FOMO wave. It's where you all tend to get stuck in trades. Okay, it's where you guys. It's where the retail trader gets stuck in a trade, because what happens? You get the 1 and the 2, and it's kind of slow and blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, boom! It shoots up. You're like, oh, I missed it, and then it starts coming down. You're like, oh, okay, good. I'm gonna buy here this pullback, and then it jump, or maybe you're waiting for the pullback, and it just never gives you a really good pullback. Because that's what the fourth wave does. It comes pretty shallow. And then all of a sudden, boom, it just starts pumping again. And you're like freaking out because you're going to miss it. You FOMO in. It pumps past you for a little bit, and then it just dumps on you, okay? And that's kind of the way Elliott works, guys. That's the way an impulse wave works. That's how they take your money. And you've got to learn to trade within that environment. So anyway, please understand that that's kind of what's going on here. Now, let's translate that to the current chart now, and I'll show you what I'm seeing. We got a little 1, a 2, we got a 3. We're making the 4 right now. Going to get a pump for the 5th, and then a dump. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a pump to make that 5th wave, and then a dump back down. I am currently long, but I'm looking to take profit anytime the market tells me I need to take profit. I got my stops in profit right now. I'm doing pretty good. What percentage am I making right now? Let's see, 110%. That's awesome. All right, so 110% of what I risked of my position size. So that's pretty good. All right, with that said, that's kind of the way I'm looking at this as a fifth wave. Now, what could that be? So I'm looking at this as a 5-wave move. Now, this can get extended. It can get bigger. It can get extended. It can get extended. Okay, this can go up higher. Okay, we know that. Okay, hey, Dano, I'm not always such a bear. I'm just telling you that there's going to be a fifth wave, and then it's going to dump on you. So yeah, shut up. I mean, I'm just telling you, I'm not going to take a bunch of crap comments tonight. I'm just not going to do it. Just be respectful with the way you pose your questions, and I'm just telling you the way I see it. And the market's making a fourth wave right now, and when we get a fifth wave, it's going to pop up and then it's going to dump on you, and that's generally the way the market moves. So yeah, I know it. I know it looks bullish. It looked bullish right up here too, guys. It looked bullish right up there, and it could be bullish. Okay, but I'm gonna. Basically, I'm gonna give you all the scenarios. So leave the respect in the comments, please. Let me take some time to deliver information to you. I'm just gonna completely turn off the comments, and I'm going to present the information, because I just can't take the crap comments tonight. And so I'm going to show you what I'm seeing. But guys, I've got to deliver the information in a way that makes sense and organized. Okay, so you're going to have to be patient. I'm not going to just spoon feed it to you real fast, and it's going to go here then there, blah blah blah. I'm going to show you. I'm going to explain my thinking. And if you don't want to take that time, then you're going to probably just have to go to another channel for sure. Okay, so I'm going to show you all the counts that I can see, and we'll just go from there. Okay, yeah, but I'm going to ignore the chat. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize the chat so I'm not tempted to look at it, okay? Going to completely minimize the chat, and here we go. All right, you guys are invisible to me now. All right, so what I was saying, guys, what you have to understand is what the way an impulse wave works. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. That's the way an impulse wave moves. It moves in 5 waves. Okay, and you can see some examples of that. For instance, right here, we had an impulse wave that began. This right here began a new impulse wave to the upside in the middle of this longer run. You can string impulses together, and you get pumps and you get dumps along the way. But this is the way it would look. It would look something like a 1, 2, okay, 3, 4, and then a 5, and then you get the dump, a 3-wave correction, okay, and then we do it all over again. Let's watch it again. You ready? Up. So after that pump, you got a 1, 2. You got a 3. Oops, sorry. Let me try that again. 1, 2, 3. Here's a running 4th, and then a pump, 5th wave, and then a dump. Okay. Let's try it again. Now we got a diagonal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a dump. Okay. And this one kind of finished in 3 waves, more like that. So anyway, the point is that this was looking bullish as crap, guys, but it was really not. It kept going, it kept pumping, it kept pumping. It's always going to look bullish at the top, guys. It always does, because it's going straight up, and it's making new highs and all that. So yeah, it's going to look bullish. The charts are going to look bullish. This could totally go up. This could totally be a very, very bullish chart. I'll show you the bullish scenario in just a second. But what I'm referring to right now is this wave right here, and we're getting close to a 5-wave finish. We're getting close to the fact that this wave is done. Now, waves will finish with divergence, okay? Now, I'm on the 6-hour chart, and let me just show you the way this wave finished right here. You'll notice that we got a high right here, and then with divergence. We came with divergence. And you got the dump, but it also came with hidden bullish divergence right there, which necessitated a move to the upside, okay? So that was hidden bull. Oops, sorry. So right now, we're on the 6-hour chart. Let me go to the 4-hour, get a little bit bigger than that. There we go. What you'll notice is that we got a 1, a 2, we got a 3, and a 4 working, looking for the 5th. Now the 4 is not done. The 4 is not done. The 4 is still working, okay? But nevertheless, it is going, and we're getting the pump. We're getting a pretty decent little pump right now. I'll have to watch it on the small time frame in just a minute. But I'm looking for the 5th wave to finish. I'm looking for this thing to pump, get a 5th wave to be done, and then we're going to see a 3-wave correction, okay? And then where we go from there, time is going to tell, okay? We could get a bigger move to the downside. That's a very bearish look, which I'll show you in just a minute. We could get a 3-wave pullback, which would then, be followed by a hidden bullish divergence, and we'd be on our way, to make new highs, okay? So there's the bullish look to it. But we're going to talk about all of them, and we need to learn to invalidate all the counts and respect all the counts. If you ask me, why are you such a bear? Let me ask you a question. Why are you so bullish all the time? This market goes up and down, and when it goes down fast and hard at areas where you don't think it's going down. Let me just tell you, Kimosabi reminded me last night. Everybody was going, we're going to 100K. Everybody in the world was saying we're going to 100K last night. Kimosabi was reminding me. He said, Jim, but you said we were going down here. Everybody and their brother was saying we're going down here, and I was a moon boy down here. I was moon boy. I was so bullish down here. It's crazy. So I was bearish up here and bullish down here. I mean, come on, guys. I'm bullish when I need to be. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. We've got a structure on my screen right now, and I hate the way I feel right now, because I feel like I got to make my case to people that just are so stinking ignorant of the market and the way that it moves. It's crazy. I mean, that's why I'm here, to try to educate you on how the market moves. Now, I can't predict every move to its T and exactly the day and the time and the place that it's going to happen, but I can give you a sense for where the market's going on the long time frame if you'll just sit and listen. I was crying we're going down in this range, okay? There was all kinds of signs in the market we're going down, and I was crying we're going up in this range, okay? And so now you got a guy who was crying down here and up here, and I've been right on the macro. I was crying down here in this range that we're going down here, and we did, and we went down pretty hard. It was a pretty decent little move there. Now, I didn't get this one right. I didn't get this pump right. It came, to be honest with you, it came at a place that it could have done that. I recognized it, but this has gone a lot higher than I expected it to go. But nevertheless, it's still, it went up. And I didn't call this one perfectly, but I did call the possibility of it getting up to here probably. But the fact that we took that high surprised me. But still, I also talked about the fact that it could be possible and still go down. We have bullish counts that take us up from here, and we do have bearish counts that take us down from here. And now I want to present those to you. And then what we're going to do after present the macro counts to you, then I'm going to look on the small time frame and show you what I'm looking for the next day or so, just the way the wave structure should go. Okay? All right, so let's look at the macro counts. Here's basically, let me start with the bearish count since I'm such a bear boy. And I need to be bearish at this location. At this time in our history, guys, if y'all think the world circumstances are great, think again. Now, I don't know what where crypto plays in the world circumstances, but we may be moving over to crypto. I know that China has a digital yuan. I know that our own government, U.S. government, has a digital dollar they're ready to roll out. So I think the central governments want to move us to digital assets, but I don't know where Bitcoin plays in that. I know they're going to move to a digital dollar and a digital yuan, but I don't think it's going to be Bitcoin as the new dollar, as the new currency. I just don't think that at all. However, I do think digital assets are coming. So if you think that we're definitely Moon Boy and that's the only way it could be, then you're mistaken. But if you're only bearish, you're also mistaken. What I try to be is as neutral as I possibly can and realistic with what the chart's showing me. I'm not here shilling anything. I don't have an iron in this fire that or a stake in this game. I don't hodl. I don't even own any crypto, guys. I trade crypto. I'm in and out of the market. I margin trade everything I do, and I'm in and out. I'm not a hodler, and it's my preference. I don't put my money at stake. Right, I'd rather have it in USD right now, until the USD goes away, and then I'll have to move it somewhere that's safer. So I'd rather have my money trading right now, and so that's what I do. That's just my decision. It's my own. You may do better than I do. You may make more money than I do, and that's really fine because I'm not in a competition with you. I just do what I think I should do. All right. With that said, let me show you the counts here. There are bearish looks and there are bullish looks. Let me show you the bearish look first because that's my primary. This could still be an A, a B, and a C wave, okay? That could still do that. We could still get a crash. If we have an epic market crash that I believe might be coming, we could get a big wave to the downside. Now, what would that mean for the current wave situation? Well, the current wave count then, I would say that this is a three-wave A, okay? This could also be a WXY. Okay, so I could relabel that as a W, 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 3 waves down. I could label it that way. Okay, and this would be a wave count, and that would get us down to 20K pretty easily. Okay, without much trouble at all. We'd have a 3 waves down. Let me show you those 3 waves right here. 1, 2, 3 right there. Okay, let me show you the next 3 waves to the upside. The next 3 waves right here would be an A, a B, and this is C. And what we just got, the last pump that we got, is the 5th wave. And what I'm suggesting is that we need the 5th wave of the 5th wave to be put in. In other words, we need one more high, most likely, for that wave to be complete. The best I can tell, we need one more high for that wave to be complete. Okay, and so basically we had 3 waves down, we got 3 waves up. Now, depending on how high this gets, if this gets up to be 90%, okay, 90% of that move right there, so if this gets up here to what, 60K, 61K, in that range, guys, if we get up to 61K, then That's a big pump, by the way. But if we do, then we could come down in 5 waves pretty fast. Okay, so we'd get a pump up to 61K. We're going to the moon. Everybody's bullish. Everybody's making all kinds of money, hand over fist. The market's never going to go down there. If it goes up there, the market's never coming down again. And from Elliott Wave perspective, we've got major potential that could totally happen just like that. And that would be an A, a B, and a C. And that would be a 3-wave move correction to the downside. And it would be pretty precipitous. It happened pretty fast. Okay, so there's count number 1. That is a potential still in play. It's possible. Let's talk about count number 2. All right, so what else could we have? Count number 2 says we got to finish 3-wave. It's already done. Boom. 3 waves are finished. It finished right here instead. Now, what we might have here is a 5-wave move, 1, 2, 3, 4. This could still be the 5th wave, still looking for that one more pump to the high, a 5th wave of the 5th wave, and then we could get a 3-wave pullback. We still get a dump, okay? Still get a 3-wave pullback before we go to the moon, guys, before we really go to the moon. In other words, we do get a pullback. We do get, when the market does crash, Bitcoin does come down with it, and it comes down not as hard to 20K, no, but it comes down and it revisits 37 again and finds this range right in here in a 3-wave move to the downside. It picks itself back up at the beginning of 2022 when they roll out digital assets, and then we go to the moon. Why? Because the dollar is going to die. It's not because crypto is going to be magically just more valuable, but rather the dollar is going to be just innately just completely dead or dying next year, and so that's a potential count as well, where we have 3 waves to the downside, and then that's when crypto moons, okay? And that's basically everybody will be transferring their wealth over to crypto, and that's a best case scenario for crypto. Okay, so that's a possibility as well, where we just are finishing 5 waves. We're going to get a 3-wave pullback back to the 40 range, 37, 38K range, and then we moon, but we don't moon until maybe the first quarter of next year. So that's a possibility as well, okay? But what I'm saying here, guys, even in this scenario, that it's a moon boy count, long term, we're going to get a big correction here. We're not going straight to the moon from where we are, at least from what I can tell. Now, it doesn't mean we can't go higher now. It just means that this is one way of interpreting the waves that takes us back down to about 37K before we go up any higher. Okay? All right, let's talk about another count that we have on the table. Another count we see here is the fact that this is my Ultra Moon Boy count. This is the Ultra Moon Boy, where we finished an ABC correction. It's all done, okay? And now what we've got here, this leg right here was a 1, and this 3-wave pullback is actually a 2-wave, and it's finished, it's done, it's complete, and we could be going up here for the 3rd wave, and we're in the middle of the 3rd wave right now. We're in the middle of the 3rd wave right now. Now, here's what you need to know about being in the middle of the 3rd wave. Now, this count takes us up over 100K. Okay, and probably 150K, no problem. 120 would be no problem to get up there for this count. But here's the thing. The 3rd wave is going to move in waves. That means it's going to go up and it's going to come down. It's going to go up and it's going to come down. It's going to pump and then it'll dump. But it won't dump as far as it pumped. In other words, it'll pump more than it dumps. And so we've got a pump working right now. You can see on the 8-hour chart that we are oversold. We are getting a bit of a correction, but it's happening bullishly. In other words, we're getting a bullish correction. It kind of lets me know that while we're getting this correction here, most likely we're going to get another pump. And what's going to happen, it's going to create divergence, okay, on the 8-hour chart. Something like that, where this can come down in 3 waves. So after this wave finishes, again, still calling for that last pump, okay? Still calling for that last leg to the high, and then we get 3 waves down. That comes about 50 to 60% back. Retrace of the previous wave, that's the dump I'm referring to, and any other size that you can think of that I've presented already. But this little dump, so we're going to get one more leg to the high, a 3-wave dump, and then we're going to go to the moon, okay? That's when we get a really, really big wave. That's the 3rd wave of the 3rd wave, and it is going to be something spectacular, maybe in November to December time frame, Okay, so there's a possibility as well. There's your moon boy counts as well. All right, let me talk to you about one more bearish count here, or it's a little bit more bearish, but let me talk to you about what it could be. Now, this could still be a 1, and now we could get a 2 wave that makes a flat, okay, 3, 4, 5, like that. In other words, what this could be, a flat is, which I've shared many, many times now. I'm going to share it again. I got 3 waves down, we got 3 waves up, and we're going to get 5 waves down. And that 335 right there is actually a corrective wave of this entire move. We get 3 down, okay? And once that 3 down finishes, then guys, we're going to have a wave like you've never seen before in crypto. It's going to just take us on up to 135 to 140K. Just boom. But again, that's not because crypto is going to be so much more valuable. It's going to be because the dollar is tanking, most likely, and wealth is being transferred over to crypto. Now, I don't think all cryptos are going to last. Probably Bitcoin and a handful of other major ones, but guys, your money's going to end up probably going into the digital currency that your country is creating for it. The central banks are creating. It might be backed by Bitcoin, or it might be have its valuation based upon the blockchain and whatnot. But at the end of the day, it's your money is going to be controlled by central banks. You think they're going to relinquish power? No way. They're going to either destroy Bitcoin or control it. I think they're going to probably control it. I don't think they can afford to let Bitcoin die. Why? Because Bitcoin is the big Ponzi scheme, okay? What they've been doing for years is pumping up this asset to show people that a digital asset, an asset that was created out of nowhere, thin air, and it really doesn't have any intrinsic value other than the power that it takes to create it, right? At the end of the day, that Bitcoin has value, and it has massive value, and so the world accepts the concept of digital assets. That allows the central banks say, yeah, now that the world is primed and ready to accept digital assets, we can now give them our digital asset and control them all the better, all the more easily with digital currencies. Now, call me a conspiracy theorist, call me whatever you want to call me, but at the end of the day, Bitcoin isn't going to go up because it's more and more valuable. It's because the dollar is tanking, and so basically, it's just a relationship. Valuation there. It's kind of like in Germany and the German mark after World War II. The old mark had no value. The new mark had the value. Why? Because the government said, here's your new mark. Here's the new dollar. This is the new currency. The old one isn't valuable anymore. And so everybody, I remember seeing pictures in my history book of people taking the old mark, millions of dollars of it, and then using it as wallpaper. I remember seeing that picture in my history book, my economics book. Anyway. So anyway, that's the Moon Boy count. If we're Moon Boy, we are, okay. So anyway, there's the macro view, guys. This is the way I'm looking at the chart on a macro scale. Now, what I want to do with you is just take a peek, and we'll look at this micro scale, and we'll look at the small time frame, and take a peek at this wave. Okay. Let me open up the chat, just kind of check in with you, see how you guys are doing, and then we'll check back out here. Flea Market Millionaire, thank you so much. Thank you very much for that kind gift. I appreciate it. And sorry I didn't see that earlier. I had the chat closed. So anyway. All right, here I'm just kind of reading the chat here. Thanks, MJ. They're going to control it or destroy it. I think so. All right. All right, let's go. I just caught up with the chat. I just read everybody's chat. Thank you guys for those comments. Good discussion going. I'm going to minimize you again. Flea Market Millionaire. If there's a chart you want me to look at, you get the first crack at it. Thanks for the kind gift. I really appreciate it. I know this day and age is sacrificial for sure. So I don't take it lightly. Thanks so much. Yeah, let's go. Let's go and look at this fifth wave and see what we expect there. So let's go to the small time frame. Minimizing the chat here. Let's now look at the small time frame. I'll show you what I'm thinking. Now I've just given you a bunch of different scenarios, and and I don't know which one's going to play out, right? I don't know which one the market makers have, and everybody running the show. I don't know what their plan is. All I can see here is the current wave system being created. Okay, that's all I can see, and basically, there's several ways that this market can come down. Let me look at the 4-hour chart, for instance. Several ways it can come down. It can come down impulsively. Okay, let me get this Ultra Moon Boy off the chart for a minute. This can come down impulsively to the downside in a wave that's fast and vicious like that. That's a possibility, and it's not to be ruled out, okay? It should not be denied that it's possible. Okay, now is it likely? That's another story. But we probably have to pump up to here with this last wave first before we get. And now we have a joke in our Discord. It's called the infamous last wave. A lot of times we're thinking, yep, one more hit to the high, then we're coming down, and we're waiting for that hit to the high. We wait for that hit to the high. We wait and we wait and we wait, and we never get that hit to the high the way we're expecting it, and then it just comes down. So be aware that this pump that I'm referring to that's coming. Doesn't necessarily have to happen, but in all probabilities it will, and we may be in the middle of it, but I'm not certain of that. Let me look in the very small time frame just for a minute here, just for a second, see what this wave is doing. Is that a flat, Chemo? Excuse me. 3 waves down, 3 up, 3 down, 5 up. I don't know. Just doing a little check-in here. I'm trading. Need to decide to take profit or not here. Okay, we'll hold it just for a little bit and then take profit in a minute if we need to. Okay. Well, it's not a triangle. Yeah, true that. True that. I'm kind of looking at this as 1 2 1 2 at the bottom. Yeah, 1 2. All right. Okay. I opened a hedge short. Took profit there, and we'll see what the market brings here. Just a hedge, which means I flattened my position without closing it. All right. Where was I? Let's look at this wave. Okay. Pull the fibs on this wave here. Current wave that we're in. We've hit the 2618. We're playing all around it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extended fifth. Could be done. Could be finished. Is that an ending? So I'm not sure what this is, guys. I've gone back and forth on this. Gone back and forth. I look at this at one way and say, we had a triangle here where we had A, B, C, D, E right there, finished. And then what we just got we look at when you get a triangle, it happens in the fourth wave generally. Okay, was a 1 and a 3, 3, 5, 2. Didn't break the low, and now we're getting ready to go 3, 4, 5. That's one of my counts. That's an idea that I have, and we'd be looking to get up here. Man, it'd be nice to get up there at 61.5. If that plays, if this starts getting some legs and starts impulsing pretty hard, we could maybe. It's an idea, guys, that I can't that I can't be certain of, but it's an idea that this could get up to maybe 60K, 61 and a half. Okay, now just an idea. It's hard to make sense of all this trash right here. Really is. Okay. But that's a possibility. Now let me show you what that would be on the 1 hour chart. When you get a triangle, guys, you generally get a triangle in the RSI as well. And I'll show you the triangle down here. We have a triangle right there. Okay. And the RSI. So whether we get that or not, I don't know. And you can root for it. I can't tell you if we're going to get that with certainty or not. But that's possible. So that could be the pump that I'm referring to, and it's going to be followed by a dump. We're going to come back down and break these lows. Now it could come back any number of ways. It could come back in 3 waves, and that's it, and then continue up. It could also come down impulsively. Depending on the count that we're at, it could come down impulsively and go low. Leo, make sure you watch all of it. So that could happen, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Let's talk about another possibility. Another possibility says, and let me show you this on the 4 hour, and this is significant to me. Whenever we have a break of the RSI, structure right here. We've got the RSI, nice structure there. We've broken it. We do have divergence in that breaking of it. Um, I'm kind of looking for this thing to retest, come up here, make a lower high in the RSI, but a higher high in price. So that's the pump that I'm talking about. I want to see that divergence, and then I want to see it come on down. But when it comes down, it's probably going to come down and correct this entire move. Okay, so it could come down fairly deeply, back down to this region right here. Okay, so that's the dump I'm referring to in my title. Okay. So maybe pump to 60K, 61.5. That's at. I mean, that's pretty high, to be honest with you. But we might pump up there, and then once we get up there, it just depends on what the market's doing. But we might be ready for a dump in that region from there down, back down to it could go to 37, it could go to 20. It could just come back to about 45. It just depends on the count that I don't know which one. Hey, thanks, Lucas. I guess that's a good comment. I used to hate this channel. I totally get that. I hate this channel too. Okay. So anyway, we're looking for this fourth wave, and then one more hit to the high. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. So whether we're getting that hit to the high now or not, it's hard to tell. So, all right, Leo, don't spam the chat, man. Okay, let's look at this wave a little bit more carefully because I'm looking at today's move to the downside, kind of like a flat. So we got 3 down, we got 3 up, we got 5 down right there. So 3 down, 3 up, 5 down. That's a flat, and I'm kind of looking at this as a 1 and a 2. Now usually you don't get flats like this, but in the 2 wave, but it's possible. So I'm gonna allow it 3, 4, 5 like that, and this will get up higher probably. Yeah, it has a real chance. I mean that has a real chance, guys. But it's gonna have to go up, you know, systematically. We've got plenty of room in the 5-minute chart. See what this guy's doing. Yeah, it looks like a 1-2-1-2 to me. See, here's an example, guys, of bullish divergence. Okay, where on the 1 minute chart we had divergence here. Okay, that's bearish divergence. But as this thing came down, it came down and created hidden bullish divergence. So as it came down, it's creating bullish movement. So this thing could still come down for a third wave like this, but then just turn around and go up for the next series of waves, and it resets the RSI in the 1 minute bullishly. So anyway, that's real possibility. The other possibility, guys, is that we've already topped. We've already finished. We topped out already. I think it's unlikely, but certainly possible, but it's unlikely. I don't think so. And that this is a 1, and this is some kind of a 2 wave back, and we're getting ready to go down. Okay, but I don't believe that count right now. I'll tell you why I don't believe it. Mainly it's because the Ethereum chart. The Ethereum chart, guys, has so much hidden bullish divergence on it. It's unreal. Um, yeah, MJ, it looks like a 1-2-1-2 to me. If we're talking about the same wave on Bitcoin small time frame. Yeah, this would be. Oh, come on. That'd be the first wave. 1, 2, and then another 1, 2. So yeah, looks like 1, 2, 1, 2 to me. That being said, look at the just the hidden bull here on on Ethereum. It's just crazy hidden bull. I tell my people to draw the structure line on the RSI. Draw that line right there. You get a break to the upside of that thing. It's on like Donkey Kong. Go ahead and go long. If you get a break to the upside, if and when. We got hidden bull right there. Boom, boom. So yeah, this looks like it's ready for another move to the upside. On the 2 hour, 1 hour chart, there's hidden bull all over the place. So Ethereum's looking primed to go up based on this hidden bull that I'm seeing. And the count is something like this is all something like the fourth wave. So we got up here in the third wave, got a fourth wave to the downside. Now we're getting ready to go back up for a another wave. Let's look at ADA for a minute. ADA's got a hidden bull on this chart as well, but it's ugly. This is super ugly. We're resting on this trend line right now, and 3 waves to the downside. We got 3 up, 3 down, looking for 5 waves to the upside maybe. But man, that's so ugly. What is going on here? Is this thing just going to fall over and break the low? Yeah, I wouldn't think so, but man, we've already broken structure on the 4 hour. And I said this last night, but it's almost like ADA is just waiting for Bitcoin to come down so ADA can come down. Asian market is open already. It's already open. It opened an hour ago. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm not a big. Not a big fan of the of this wave. But just take a peek here. Take a peek at this wave structure right here. It's pretty much what's going on right now. So this might be preparing for the next move to the upside if ADA is gonna pump. We may get a pump, but it may have a little bit more down. It may have a little bit more ways to make its way down before it starts going. XRP, let's look at XRP. Let's see, XRP. It's a tough one. This looks like a 3-wave corrective wave. Huh. Let me see that. See, this looks finished. This wave looks finished. Excuse me. One, two, five. I'll tell you what, 30-minute chart, XRP looks done to the upside. That any kind of up wave we get, it would be 3 waves to the upside. And that would correlate with Bitcoin's pump. If Bitcoin's going to pump, XRP might, just give that wave as well. That's a tough one. It's an ugly wave. It really is ugly. Masha, if you rewind, I've already done kind of the Bitcoin analysis. I explained the scenarios that I was thinking about. If you want to rewind and catch that. Somewhere possible pump to 60K region, but we'll have to wait and see. Yep. Wave structure, guys. Wave structure on some of these are really hard. Now DXY in the long term, this is what I'm expecting for DXY. I'm looking for this 3-wave move for the DXY right here. This is where we are. So I'm looking for another pump to the upside over the coming weeks to get up to about 90, 94, 95, 96 range. Okay. So looking for the DXY to finish its move 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we need the 5th wave to the upside, best I can tell. And then this is going to be A, B, and C. It's up to this range, this region, right up here. Counting waves, looking at measurements in fibs, liquidity zones here. I'm not just drawing lines, guys. I actually can see fib relationships without measuring. So I'm not just drawing lines, but I'm drawing pretty accurate projections for where price might go. So we're looking for a short-term pump of the dollar, which makes me think we'd probably get a short-term pump of a dump of Bitcoin. So now I don't know, again, day to day, what's going to happen tomorrow to the dollar. But over the next 2 weeks, we should see some kind of a pump action of the DXY, unless it's got to go down for the next week to finish this current wave that we're in. But over the next week or two, we should start seeing the DXY pumping, which means that Bitcoin should probably see some dumping as well. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll check Bake, I guess. Bake USDT, sure. So let's see if we get the pump to 61K. Let's see if we get that pump. We might get it. It might be a great move. But be careful after that. Be careful because once it hits its top, we're looking for a kind of a major move, a major correction back down. It'll be the final wave of this move, and it'll be the last of the correction. I mean, it'll be a correction of that wave. Okay, SPX. Let's look at the S&P 500. Just kind of get a general view of the market. Okay, my general take on this market right here is bad. It is finishing. This began a move to the downside. Looks like we need a 3-wave move to the upside, so a bit of a correction over the next week or so, maybe. but ultimately it's going to start dumping very hard, in my opinion. We already have broken out of the structure on the monthly. You can see that this was an ending diagonal. Right there. Okay. It looks fairly good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we've broken out of it. We're retesting it, and should continue to the downside. So the S&P 500 is going to fall, most likely. Now, starting to get tired, guys. I'm sorry. Whew. Getting real tired tonight. Might have to make this one a short one tonight, guys. Let's look at gold. Gold has a chance to really be bullish right now. Gold is interesting. Just telling the tale here of the world systems here. That this looks like a nice three-wave move here. Okay, and this could be a one followed by a three-wave two. This could be a 1-2 again, and we're on our way back to the upside. So that's a possibility. So let's really, really watch that. Now, this could come up and then come on down as well. We understand that lower lows can be made, but right now this kind of resembles a 1-2. So we got a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2, and we get another big wave to the upside. So that's a possibility. Either that or this low is going to get broken. It's going to come on down. It's going to break that low and come down and make a lower low before we get any up move. But I'm kind of looking at it as maybe up from here. So we'll see. This is the line of death for my count is right there. Okay. Let's look at silver, because silver is amazing as well. Silver was a really, really nice structure of a W. Well, come on. A three wave, and a three wave WXY. It looks really, really, really nice. Okay, it's actually come to the 1-to-1 extension when we pull the fibs on that guy. You'll notice it came right to the 1-to-1 extension, so that's a perfect place. We expect it to come when it's finished in that area. Corrective wave to the 1-to-1. That means we'd be looking for yeah, I already did ETH, Lawrence. If you want to go ahead and look back, I already looked at ETH. It's looking bullish to me. We got hidden bull on the chart. So, but yeah, this looks really nice. Now this could come on down here, so it's possible. Let me show you something on the 2-hour. Try the 4-hour chart. Maybe it's a 2-hour chart. Maybe it's the daily. I can't remember what chart it was. Yep, I think it was the daily. Yeah, there it is. Check out this nice wedge here for price to be in for silver. Some chop down here and then up. Draw that line right there. When it breaks that, take it long. And hold that sucker for a long time. So, not financial advice, please. So, okay, guys, I'm just going to do just a handful of other little charts here. I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty exhausted. I'm falling asleep just sitting here talking to you guys. I'm just I don't know what's going on. So, yeah, OMG. I can't chart OMG. And the reason I can't chart it is because it's just this when you get pumps and dumps like that. But just know that this is looking pretty finished. Yeah. If you look right here at this last fall, Boom. Straight up candle and then continuation. Probably looking to get a straight up candle and then continuation. OMG is looking very bearish to me. It needs to come on down. Yeah, there's always hidden bullish at the top, man. There's always hidden bull at the top. On the S&P, every top has hidden bull. All right, bake USDT. Yeah, this is the last one I'm going to do, guys, because I'm tired. I'll review. There's nothing here. Oh, why? Oh, I didn't see your question, Mr. T. Why did I open a short? I hedged a short because of divergence. I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you that. I'll answer that in just a second. Can it go to the 2618? It looks bearish as crap. This looks so bearish. You talking about down to the 2618? Yeah, probably. Yeah, 119 maybe. Sure. Oh, up? I mean, this bake chart is looking down. Is this the right chart? I don't see upside on this chart, man. I don't see the upside of the chart. I just see it down. It's already broken structure, man. Look here. It's already broken down to the. It's already broken the structure of the RSI to the downside. Yeah. All right. Tests. What's your question? Your question is, why did I take? Why did I open a short right here? Um, on the 1 minute time frame, I'm getting ready to close the short. Just so you know, just a lot of times when you get especially on the 1 minute, you, I got overbought with divergence right there, and I knew it was going to be coming down, but sometimes it comes down a lot farther than I think it is, and that this actually becomes a three-wave move rather than the beginning of a larger move to the upside. And so rather than close my long, in my long position, I got in the trade right in there, right, and that's my long entry. Rather than close my long, is I'll enter a short at the top where I have the divergence, okay, and where it breaks this RSI structure, and I'll ride that wave down for three waves, and then once those three waves are finished, and it looks like it's going to maintain those three waves, then I'll go ahead and close the short. The short was just a protection of my long. In other words, I took the short, which was an equal position size of my long. So let's just say I have a zero point 0.5 Bitcoin down here. I opened a 0.5 Bitcoin short up here. So my long was making money there. My short is now, if it goes, If the short goes for me, my short is making money and my long is losing money. But I'm losing the same amount as I'm making. In other words, by taking that short, I'm protecting my profit as this thing corrects. Now, as this, I'm going to draw that trend line. As this breaks back to the upside and starts going, then I can release the short and then let the long ride. And so I will have actually made a little bit of money on the way down in that correction, and then let the thing ride. It's just a protective thing that. And if I was wrong and this thing started going up again, I'd close the short for a loss and continue on. But when I see divergence like that and oversold with a break of the structure, like I was seeing on the chart, I went ahead rather than taking profit and closing the trade. I hedged a position short, and now I'm about ready to release it because it looks like we just got three waves and we're going to get another move to the upside. So go ahead and release that short. Now my long is riding all by itself, and hopefully it'll, I made enough money on that short to cover the fees, and we'll keep on rocking. So hopefully that answers that question there. Oh, I don't always. When I it's really when I don't know, and really you don't know. You don't know my approach, do you? You got to understand. I'm really skilled at reading the small time frames. The market sometimes surprises me. There's no doubt about that. But at the end of the day, I'll open a hedge instead of taking profit all day long. I'll open a hedge position all day long. Um, because it's better than closing the trade out, and I usually hold them a lot longer than that, but I also trade small time frames as well, so, and take profit a lot. So anyway, all right, guys, I'm done for tonight. I'm exhausted. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna call it a night. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I know it's a short one tonight, but guys, watch out for a move to the upside. We may not get it. I don't know. Might be in the middle of it. We'll see. We'll see. But I've got bearish counts and bullish counts. I presented all that at the beginning of the live, so make sure you caught that. If you're just joining us, welcome. But until then, you guys have a great night, and we'll see you. Thanks again. Bye, bye, guys.